Hey everybody, it's Dave here, Holiday for Two. Happy Monday. I hope you're having a good week so far. Well, this weekend I'm doing a little sightseeing and I'm scouting out some new BLM spots. And this is 96 Ranch Road, East 96 Ranch Road. And I am just east of Highway 79, or the Florence Highway. And I pulled in here a little bit ago. I showed a couple spots. I've just pulled into this one little spot here and checking out to see if there's any campsites here that I might want to camp at next year. Looks like there's some more down the road here, and it looks like there might be more on the other side of the road. Not big spots, but perfect if you have this right here is a perfect spot if you have a 30-foot rig or something like that. You can pull in here. The road's not rough at all. So nice camping, lots of desert, beautiful desert vegetation. In the wintertime, it's great out here. It's quiet and peaceful, and it's a good place to come for a couple nights. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you'll be notified when I put out more videos in the future. So I hope you like this. Let's take a look around. I'll show you what it looks like in the air. So here we go. East 96 Ranch Road, BLM Camping. Let's check it out.
So someday when my ship comes in, I know just what we'll do. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two.
Hey everybody. Let's see, according to my map, we're about 1.5 miles from the turnoff for 96 Ranch Road. Now, some of these other roads you might be able to camp on as well. I'll do some checking online and let you know as I come back to do the video. But the one that I'm going to stop at is just up here, mile marker 119. So we're going to keep our eyes open for it here, coming up in just a second. It's going to be to the east of Highway 79. And right now it is just so beautiful because of the flowers. The wildflowers right now are just incredible. And this isn't even the peak season. The peak season was about 3 weeks ago. 2 or 3 weeks ago, it would have been just beautiful out here. You have to really catch it at the right time of year. Alright, so we're getting close. 0.2 miles. Here it is. East 96 Ranch Road. Mile marker 119. So I like to come out and scout these out in case I want to come back later on, maybe next winter, and do some camping out here. It's always good to do this ahead of time so you don't get in a situation where you get in a rough road and stuff that you don't want to be on. I see a lot of guys back there who pulled off. They probably have ATVs. They offloaded and they're taking ATVs up this road. Now I found this BLM Camping using freecampsites.net. I'll put a link in the video for that. That's a great little website that you can use, freecampsites.net. And you go on there and you just look for in the area that you're thinking of going to, and little campsites will pop up. There'll be like a little green square, a green campsite. Sometimes they'll be blue or red. It means different things. If they're green, that's usually like BLM camping area. And it's usually free spots. So once in a while, if there's a paid spot on there, it'll let you know that there's a charge for it. So we're probably about a half a mile off the road right now. And I haven't seen spots yet, but I know there are some back here, so I'm going to keep going. This would be a great spot to consider if you're out in Arizona between the middle of September, end of September, all the way to maybe the middle of May, 1st of May. I'll turn a little bit so you can see it. This is one of the first spots. There's a little spot right there. So a spot for one rig and a turnaround. I could get my camper in there and I could pull it in, but it's not a good spot if you have a bunch of people with you. Looks like there might be a road that goes off of there that you can add on. Not a big spot though. Good for one or two people. Looks like there's another campsite up here on the left. I see a trailer pulled in there. Let me get in. I'm using Google Maps, so it looks like it goes around and down. It is a little bit rough right here, but not too bad. Just take it slow. I don't want to. Looks like they just set up their spot there, but they may have went down here to walk, and oh, that doesn't look like. See, that doesn't look like something I'd want to take my motorhome into. So I'm going to back out here. There are supposed to be some more spots down this little road, but that's not a road I want to take my motorhome down. If I had a tent trailer or a Jeep with a rooftop tent, no problem. I'll back out. Somebody pulled in here with a Class C. So it looks like he's just getting set up. I don't want to interrupt him. I'll go down the road a little bit. That little spot right there where that Class C is, though, that would be a great spot if you had a couple people. There's enough room there for 2 or 3 campers. Yeah, I'll go down a little farther. Because I know on free campsites, it said that there were about 6 or 7 little spots here along this road. So definitely is something to think about. If you're looking for some interesting spots that you've never been to before, this is a really pretty area. Like I said, September through April and May, it'll be beautiful in here when the weather's nice. You're not that far from Florence. You can get groceries or go down into Tucson and then come up this way. It's kind of a nice in-between stop-off point. I would imagine it's very quiet out here at night, other than maybe some coyotes or snakes and stuff. You gotta watch for rattlesnakes anywhere you go. So I'm gonna pull off here because it looks like I just found a little spot here. Yep. I'm gonna pull off here and we're gonna take some aerial shots and see what it looks like from up above. everybody, let me show you the area, and I like to do this part of the video for folks who are not used to the area and know where everything is. If you're familiar with the area between Florence and Tucson, then you can kind of skip this, or you might find this interesting because I'm going to show you the app that I use called freecampsites.net. Now really all you need to do is go into the website freecampsites.net, and then you enter a location, type in the city that you want to go to. In this case you might type in Florence, and it will give you the area between, maybe in this area right here, Florence, and then Tucson to the south. This is called the Pinal Pioneer Parkway. I'll do a video on this parkway. It's a historic parkway. Used to be Historic Highway 80, and then they changed it several years back to Highway 79 between Tucson, or actually Oracle Junction right down here, all the way up to Florence up here. But this part of the highway is the historic highway. This, at one time, was the main thoroughfare between Tucson and Phoenix before they built the I-10 and all the other highways that connect Tucson to Phoenix. But getting to the campsites here, let's go to take a look. There are other campsites that I didn't even look at yet. There's one down here that you can check on Freeman Road. One of these days I'll go down and check that out too. And the nice thing about this map is you can switch between satellite mode and street mode, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to go to satellite mode and skip up here. Now here's what I was talking about. When I first looked at this, I thought, wow, there's a lot of campsites here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. But I got to give you a little heads up. It does get farther back up in here. And I know there are a lot of ATV riders that like to use this road, so keep that in mind too. There might be an issue with dust if you get a lot of traffic in there. Especially in the wintertime, the guys like to come out and bring their ATVs, their Razors and their Can-Ams, and ride them around. And it is really a nice ride. You can go all the way into the mountains on this road here, 96 Ranch Road. But like I said, there are other spots up here. If you follow the road, Ranch Road, you can turn off and go up. See that? Other spots in here. I just stuck to the ones close to the road, so let me back up a little bit. I think the ones that I noticed first were this one right here. Turned into that one. This is the one that had all the beehives up here. But it's funny because it doesn't even show the little turnoff here. Here's the little turnaround in there. So that would be a little campsite right there. This was a campsite that was taken. This road down here got a little bit rough, but if you have a Jeep or four-wheel drive vehicle, it wouldn't be a problem. And then there are more campsites down the way that I didn't even get to. So definitely something to consider for winter camping. It's very quiet. It's very pretty. In the wintertime, it's kind of hard to understand. I guess if you're not used to the desert, you might think, beautiful? What's beautiful about the desert? Isn't it just dry and brown and snakes and cactus? But really, the desert is beautiful in the wintertime. In the summertime, it's just too hot to sit around and enjoy the beauty. It's not beautiful in the summertime. I've lived here for many, 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 many years. I was born in Tucson, and I just got to tell you, summertime is the time you go to the mountains. But I do like this website. So if you ever get a chance and you want to look for some free dispersed camping, BLM Camping or State Trust Camping, go to this website. Now I'm going to shift gears here, and I'm going to show you how to get an Arizona State Trust land permit. You're going to go to the Arizona State Land Department and applications and permits, and you're going to go down here. They have a whole bunch of different things. There are other permits, and you can look at them here for different kinds of uses that I don't have anything to do with, but like if you're into mining and you want to stake a mining claim in an area, you can go in and get a permit to mine, or grazing land. But here you want the family recreation permit. And I think that's the one that's 20. Let me double check on that. Let me click on there and see. It's very easy. You go on here and it explains agree and pay. It kind of goes through all the charges and everything and why
they do it. Oh, they make you sign the... Click on the things you want to do. You want to do camping or bicycling, whatever. The family permit is $20. Grants a family unit access to state trust land for certain types of recreational blah, 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 blah. And you can get in there and read that. But basically, and I just go ahead and I spring 20 bucks for the family permit. I don't want to have somebody come out and haggle over, you know, well, sir, you've got an individual permit. You've got your wife, you and your wife are camping here. That kind of thing. I want to avoid that. So I just sprung for the family permit. Because sometimes we bring friends out with us. So I just figure I got my bases covered. You know what I mean? I don't think that's going to happen, but I just want to have my bases covered. So I spring 5 bucks. It's 5 bucks. It's for a year. It's no big deal. There are some different permits if you have a small group, large group, different things like that. But hey, just go on here and then you click on here and fill it out, the form, and then it's going to ask for a debit or a credit card and you're covered. And you could print your certificate right off of here. So hey, I hope you found this helpful. Get out and enjoy the country. It's a beautiful world out there. Safe travels wherever you go. This is Dave saying catch you later. Bye.